And if it doesn't exist? Then we'll know that too. And in that knowing, we'll find new truths. New questions. New frontiers. That's what science does. It asks. It searches. And sometimes, in the act of searching, it changes the world. There are strange things we don't fully understand. Not a moon. Not a star. But something else, something strange. Floating far away in space are huge clouds made of dust. They are not easy to see. They are called the Cordylewski Clouds. In 1961, a Polish astronomer named Kazimierz Cordylewski said he saw something unusual near the moon. He believed there were clouds of dust hanging in space at two special points. These points are called Lagrange points. They are places where gravity is balanced. There are 5 of them between the Earth and the Moon. 2 of them, called L4 and L5, are very stable. Things can stay there for a long time without falling. Cordylewski said that at L4 and L5, there are large, slow-moving clouds of dust. But many scientists did not believe him. They said it was just a trick of light. For years, no one could prove if the clouds were real or not. Photos were unclear. Data was confusing. The clouds remained a mystery. Then in 2018, scientists from Hungary tried a new method. They used special tools that detect polarized light. And they looked at the L5 point in space. What they found surprised everyone. They saw signs of dust, just like Cordylewski said. The clouds were real. They were there all along. These clouds are huge. Each one may be bigger than Earth itself. But they are made of tiny dust particles, so they are very hard to see. They move slowly. They shine faintly in sunlight. They are like ghosts, floating silently in space. Earth may not have only one moon. It might have more, but they are not made of rock. They are made of dust, drifting quietly far above. These dust clouds are important. They could affect space travel. They could change how we launch rockets, and where we place satellites. Some people wonder, could we one day visit these clouds? Could we use them to hide spacecraft? Or study them to learn more about space? The Cordylewski Clouds are real, but still full of secrets. They are invisible to the naked eye, but they are part of Earth's space neighborhood. They called it Planet X, but long before we had telescopes, long before we knew the names of Uranus or Neptune, human beings were already imagining something out there. The Sumerians spoke of Nibiru, a celestial wanderer, returning every few thousand years. The Mayans, too, tracked skies with eerie precision, believing in great cycles, where unseen forces would realign the heavens. Were these myths, or echoes of something real? In ancient times, people feared the unknown sky. Comets were omens. Eclipses were warnings. And the stars that didn't follow the rules? They were gods. Or demons. Today we scoff at those stories, but we still do the same thing. Only now we use satellites instead of shrines. Equations instead of epics. Still, the mystery remains. Planet X is no longer just an object. It's an idea. A symbol of the cosmic blind spot. A whisper from the edge that says, you don't know everything, and maybe, that's the most dangerous kind of knowledge. High above Earth, in the space between our planet and the Moon, something unusual still floats. Something that science has only begun to understand. The Cordylewski Clouds, huge, invisible clouds made of dust, were once just a strange idea. But now, they are known to be real. Yet, the mystery is far from over. Scientists ask new questions. Where does the dust come from? Why does it gather at L4 and L5 points? How long do the clouds stay there? And could they disappear or grow? Some think the dust comes from space rocks. When meteors crash into the Moon, tiny dust particles are thrown out. Some of them drift toward the Earth-Moon system. They get caught at the Lagrange points, and slowly form clouds. But the clouds are not always stable. Solar winds push them. Gravity pulls them. Sometimes they shrink. Sometimes they grow. The shape of the clouds changes. They don't stay still like a solid object. They swirl like fog in the night. Always moving, always changing. Scientists are now planning new missions. Special spacecraft could fly near the clouds. They could take pictures, collect dust, and send data back to Earth. But it won't be easy. The dust is too faint. The clouds are too thin. And space is full of noise. Finding them again will be like chasing shadows. Still, the interest is growing. Because these clouds may help us in space exploration. They could act like natural space stations. Or as warning zones for space dust. What if we place sensors in the clouds? What if we study how dust behaves in microgravity? What if the clouds tell us more about the early solar system? Some even ask, are there similar clouds around other planets? Could Jupiter or Saturn have their own dust moons? Could we one day find alien versions of Cordylewski clouds? For now, the Earth has two. Floating silently at L4 and L5, too quiet for the naked eye, too real to ignore. They remind us that not all moons are made of rock. Some are made of dust and silence. Still orbiting, still drifting, still watching from the shadows. Above us, the Cordylewski clouds continue their journey. Invisible giants in our sky, whispering the quiet secrets of space. Far above the Earth, beyond the clouds we see every day, there lie the clouds we cannot see. The Cordylewski clouds still drift in silence. But now, scientists believe, they might matter more than we think. What if these dust clouds are hiding something? Not just space dust, but clues. Some researchers now believe, the clouds could interfere with space signals. Radio waves may bounce or bend inside them. This means, messages from deep space could be lost. Alien signals, missed. Important data, delayed. Could these clouds be blocking something? Or hiding something? The clouds are huge but thin. So thin that light passes through them. But just enough dust can blur a telescope. Like fog on a lens. Many deep space observatories are now recalibrating. Some radio astronomers wonder, how much have we missed, just because of these clouds? And it's not just about astronomy. Space travel could be affected too. Future moon missions, private space flights, even satellite networks, may need to reroute around the clouds. Or learn to move through them safely. NASA and ESA are watching. They're planning new instruments. More sensitive. More accurate. To map the clouds in full detail. To know how they shift. And when. Engineers also have wild ideas. Some dream of using the clouds. Could we harness their dust? Use it to build shields? Or even collect rare particles? Could space miners go there one day? Looking for ancient dust, trapped since the formation of the moon? Others have even stranger